Alright, so Straw Dogs. This movie is a remake of I think it's like an 80s original that was rated X. This movie's not nearly as graphic as I thought. The main reason I went to go see this movie is because I thought I was going to see some fucked up shit. And although I did see some fucked up shit, was it took like an hour before you saw anything that was actually worth seeing that was fucked up. The whole movie is basically set around, building tension between Charlie, which is the main bad guy, and I don't even remember the other dude's name, but I think David. Yeah, David, which is the husband, the Hollywood guy that moved back into Mississippi. The plot of the movie is basically, you know, a Hollywood writer and a Hollywood actress. They're married. They live together. They decide to move into her hometown of Blackwater, Mississippi, where apparently fucking rednecks just run wild. Uh, Anybody seen any other movies where fucking rednecks run wild in the South? This does not seem like a safe place to ever go. Ever. And they're white, and they got fucked up. So, I mean, what do you think would happen to a Mexican or a black guy over there? It fucking looks bad for us, man. The white guys are getting attacked. The Mexicans are probably gonna get fucked up. But, so anyways, they move back in. The guy doesn't even try to fit in. He has problems fitting in or whatever. So she runs into an ex-boyfriend. The ex-boyfriend, her dad's house had been fucked up by a hurricane. The ex-boyfriend is a construction worker, so they decide that they're gonna help them remodel the house. They're gonna put in a bid, and he's gonna pay him and his team to rebuild the house. That way, it's mutual help. Problem is, they start fucking with him right off the bat. Little shit. They start fucking with him in little ways. I don't want to spoil the movie for anybody by telling anybody specifics, but they start fucking with him right away. And the girl, they start eyeballing her. They start, just staring at her, shit like that. They don't do anything. They just kind of look, you know, get in the way. So finally, there is a point where they trick the husband into doing something. They trick him. Had he gotten in trouble by the law, he probably would have been locked up or had a shitload of fines. So the guy says, "Fuck it." I think these guys are just fucking with me. So he goes home and he fires them. After he fires them, there's this. They they go out hunting, and one of the guys, the main guy, Charlie, comes in, fucks with his wife a lot, and she doesn't tell her husband anything. When he comes back, he fires them. She accuses him of being a bitch, basically. Which they make this guy seem like he's a bitch throughout the whole movie, but he really didn't seem like a bitch. He just seemed like a nice guy who just, I mean, and I can relate to that because I'm a nice guy. I don't, start shit with people for no damn reason. If I have to get into a fight, like absolutely have to, I will. If I don't have to, for the most part, I'm not gonna get into a fucking bar fight with some dude that just like looked at me weird, like, or fucking stepped on my shoe or whatever. What the fuck? That's like little boy childish shit. That's middle school shit. Like, why are you looking at me, bro? Really? And that's basically where this guy's at in this movie. He's just kind of like, if I have to do some shit, I will. But they they go to the football thing. While they're there, there's a town handicapped guy and there's a town drunk high school football coach. Uh, they don't like the town handicapped guy because apparently he had done something before. They don't show him in the previews either, which I think they kind of should have because it had a lot to do with the movie. The guy does something, runs off, gets hit by the other, by David, which is the main guy, and they have to take him to the house because there's not a hospital nearby. On the way there, they call the ambulance. The rednecks hear it on the truck. They start to come towards them because they want to get to their house to get the handicapped guy back. And when they get there, the guy's not letting them out because for one, he's handicapped, and two, he knows that they are going to literally kill this guy. There is a Iraq veteran that came back, and he's now the sheriff. He follows them out there, and basically this movie drags on for about an hour before it gets to the last like 20 minutes of it, which is actually the fucked up part of the movie. It's not as fucked up as I thought it was gonna be. The movie's actually really, really good. It's just good on a story level, like on the plot of it is good. Um, Gore, like the graphic images, violence and shit. The last death scene is awesome. Actually, the last death scene is fucking brutal. The rest of them, they're pretty fucked up. But I mean, if you want to see some fucked up shit, you were better off watching I Spit on Your Grave, Hostel, Saw. I mean, there's millions of other movies you could have rather seen if you wanted to see some fucked up shit. If you want to see a good movie, go ahead and watch it. I mean, it's a good movie. Um, in the trailers, they say a lot of shit about it. It's the most terrifying movie since the last 20 years. Most shocking. It really isn't, man. The last death scene catches you by surprise. Honestly, I didn't see that shit coming. But and the scenes before that, there's a couple scenes that throw you off, but nothing that really made you fucking like jump or anything. Other than the last one did kind of make me jump. I didn't see it coming, but it builds a great, the reason that it drags on is because it builds a great amount of tension between Charlie and David, which are the main good guy and the main bad guy, and the wife. Um, so basically, it just comes down to this guy just says fuck it. I'm not gonna do this shit. They're trying to come into the house, so the guy just kind of says fuck it, and I'm gonna defend this house. That's that, and does a damn good job of doing it too. Honestly, he's like fuck this shit, y'all ain't coming in. Try that shit. Who you finna try? Nobody. Where you going? Nowhere. That's where they're going. But yeah. Overall, this movie was pretty good. I don't really like to rate movies with numbers, but if I had to, I guess I'd give it an 8. Um, there's plenty of other movies if you really wanted to go see. I didn't go see this movie because I thought it was gonna be great acting. I went to go see this movie because I thought it was gonna be some fucked up shit, and it wasn't really some fucked up shit. It was some great acting. So either way, it worked out. But if you want to see some fucked up shit, which is why I'm assuming most people want to go see this movie, um, honestly, go see I Spit on Your Grave, the remake. That's a pretty fucked up movie. The original is fucked up. There's plenty of other old school, and there's some horror movie remakes that you're better off watching. This one is good if you're trying to see a good drama thriller type movie, but it's not all that fucked up. Good movie though, great acting. Um, I'd totally recommend it. I had to have a couple drinks and I had to get some food while I was there because the movie does take quite a while, but it's a good kind of drag where it just establishes a story, I guess, and establishes tension between them. But yeah, I mean, it's basically it. Good movie. Thanks for watching.